I was listening in on the team radio for BMW Team RLL, and on the radio, Dirk Muller said to Bobby, "I've had contact. It's crazy out here." Bobby said, "Pit this lap. We're not taking chances. Come in now." See him coming down pit road.
It's a good job he did as well, as it waddles down pit lane. And Joey's done a good job there. Kept the better part of the tyre on the rim, and that leaves 5th place for Dirk Muller as he comes in to stop the car. Oh my goodness me, this is the 59 Luxury Racing Ferrari, and that looks like there's been a fire for Fred McAvinky. Yeah, that's hot brakes for Fred, and the marshal very quick there. I think that's down at the bottom of turn 10. Quick in and out for the 56, just replacing the problem tyres. Oh no, that's not, that is in one of the cutout sections. That still, I'm afraid, is expelling a lot of heat. Fred not taking any chances, and you don't blame him for that, Jeremy.
No,
out of the car quickly. That was a 2 extinguisher fire.
Yeah, the car ran beautifully early on. I think he's got it though into a safe.
He has. He's in one of the cutout sections of the track.
That'll bring out a caution period. But that car ran beautifully earlier in the race. They've had some problems later on. They dropped back in the GT class, but these pit stops here for BMW is absolutely disastrous. But what I was going to say just before this latest round of dramas was that after the round of pit stops that took place 10 minutes or so ago for all the GT contenders, all of a sudden the 51 car Giancarlo Fisichella came out with about a half a minute lead over everybody else. So that was despite the fact that they changed drivers and changed tyres on that pit stop. They came out with a much bigger advantage than they had done before the round of pit stops.
Well, that damage to the front end of the 56 car was damage caused by contact on board. Look how dark that is, but listen, as through goes one prototype. Oh my goodness, no, it was a Porsche. That was a Lizard. That was one of the Lizard Porsches, but he was already going slowly at that point. So had he already had a problem because he was being passed both sides. He's back in the pits, back in the pit lane. Now, what does that mean? All the time, the other side. Is it the other side? The right front looks down a little bit there.
The rear is flopping around, so the tooling must be bent or at least very loose.
Well, you heard it from the driver. The toe link must be bent or very loose. He's talking about the rear end. And the guys will go back to work. They're looking at the right front there. Now looking at the rear. Off comes the right rear. You notice to put the little jacks to keep the car up in the air.
For the reports from the team is that what you just heard, Dirk is saying that he feels damage, that the car is moving around on him on the track, but when they brought him in for that initial pit stop to change the right front, they took the time to look around for damage, didn't see anything, and even at this point as they sort of look around it, they look a bit miffed, I have to be honest, as you see them sort of put the wheel back on and kind of stand around looking at each other. So the team, I don't think has spotted the damage, but Dirk is certainly reporting it.
I think I'd be having a look at the other side as well, to be honest, because the cars that were going past on that replay we saw were on the left-hand side of the car, not the right. If there'd been any contact, it would have been there. And Miller sits impassively in the car. No, honestly, it's not right. Honest, Dad.
Exactly happened out there. I went out of 10B, underneath the bridge, out of the sun, there was a stopped car. A black prototype, and in the final second I just turned the wheel to the left in order to not drive on it. The car was stopped, maybe it's not there, I don't know. There was no flag, nothing. I had to really react quick to not to hit it, but I did hit it right rear. While it's sliding, I was crazy, dangerous.
Well, it was the earlier incident there, not the one that we were looking at that he was talking about, unless we just couldn't see the black prototype in the darkness. Bobby Rahal talking to his driver, Dirk Muller, trying to find out what exactly happened. And clearly, Dirk feels as though he's hit something and done some damage. That car isn't going anywhere soon. We'll take a short break, but then we'll come back and go all the way to the checkered flag of the 14th annual Petit Le Mans here at Road Atlanta.